Now then, and welcome back to another episode of NemGo Reborn. Well done for joining in once more. Well done. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please leave likes and don't forget to subscribe down below. It seems that not so many people are watching this series. It might be that my core fan base want to watch me play Minecraft, and everybody else seems to be like, well, it's not a very popular mod pack, so I'm not that bothered. But NemGo Reborn is my little mod pack. It's the mod pack that I'm enjoying, and it's reborn my YouTube start in life, as it were. Did 5 years of YouTube, and now reborn after a year off. Yeah, that's the point. I'm getting back into it. So maybe, if you leave comments down below what mod pack you think I should do, either as a solo project or on the server-based project, let me know in the comments down below. But for today's episode, I would like to show off a little bit. Some of the things that we've been doing was getting our wood supply all sorted with a progressive automation and having our charcoal supply automated, so I've got a good supply of charcoal. Let's throw that in there. And as you can see, I'm going to be using that today with the Endoflame and mana pools. One of the reasons I did all that was to make sure I've always got enough wood, that I've got wood for auto crafting, I've got wood for axe auto crafting to make more wood, I've got wood for charcoal to be able to do all the other things I need to do, and I've got wood for general auto crafting that I'll set up in the future. And oak and dark oak are both really cool building blocks that I like, so I got those two as well, right? That's the idea behind all that. Now, because those supplies have now grown into a manageable amount, including this stuff over here. All my farms, we've kind of maxed out on all of the wools, and excess wool have been going into the pulverizer, making string and pigment, and we've maxed out on all the pigments as well. So 512 of every colour in the game available for dyeing stuff. Loads and loads and loads of string, and all the wool types I need. So whenever I need wool, I'm going to have it, yeah? And it was still coming in. It was still coming in because it's all automated. So I really had to turn that off. So one thing that you can do with Applied Energistics is you can take a level emitter, and when the level of stock within your system reaches a certain level or falls below a certain level, you can change that. So level emitter. Here we go. So a level emitter from Applied Energistics. It requires quite a large amount of processing parts and bits and pieces to make them. But, as I've already automated all that stuff, it was easy enough to set up. So the level emitter, if I show you down on this one, yeah, down here. Level emitter, and I set up all the tree farms pretty much the same. Let's go all the way down here, because this one's got the stuff that I don't want to do right now. Here we go, this tree farm down here. So we've got a little setup. This one is the acacia wood, and it requires axes to run, right? So this is set up so that there's a toggle bus there. It will not supply any power to that section of the cables if this redstone torch is not lit. And this section of the cable crafts a wooden axe and puts it into the machine. So when this is off, it will not craft a new axe, which means the farm will grind to a halt and the saplings will all just grow and nothing will happen on the tree chopper. Now the reason this is set here is it only emits redstone signal when levels are below the limit, and I've set the limit to 5,000. So when I run below 5,000 acacia wood, the red light will come on, the redstone signal will click into here, this will become part of the system, and this will activate and go, oh, let's craft a wooden axe. And then it will craft a wooden axe, put it in there, and it will start chopping wood, and it will keep doing that until the acacia wood is once again above the 5,000 threshold. And I've done that with all of the wood farms down here. I can do something similar with the milk farm. I could do milk buckets and a similar thing that it only puts in buckets when we've run out of milk buckets. But at the minute, I don't have a need for a milk bucket. I do know that I've got a crafting recipe coming up, a cake crafting recipe that I'm going to need to set up. So I'll do that with that. And for now, I've just taken the ability to put shears and charcoal into the wool farm. There's 2 wool farms. I'm just turning them 2 off completely. But I think there's too many wool types in each section for me to do this. So I'll probably just want to put a lever down here and actually have one of those toggle buses with a lever on it, so I can just manually turn the thing off when I've got enough wool. And when I'm running out of wool, just come down here and turn it back on for a bit. So the sheep don't get sheared unless I shearing want them to. In other news, Botania. I've been working on this design for this Botania area for a little while now, and it's starting to look really cool. I'm really enjoying working in this place, the immersive nature of it. I've taken to putting this wall like this, inside this, and I kind of like that. Didn't work so much on the outside, so I don't know what I'm going to do on this outside wall yet, whether it's going to be solid or not. I do like the mana glass. The mana glass and living rock does look like a really cool feature. And then the living panels down here. We've got some of our manual automation from last episode. The manual automation of this has added an interface with a bucket so that this hopper will suck in the empty bucket and throw it away once it's finished, if I make anything in here. This is still set up so that I can make this auto-craft if I want. I've now got a mana pool in here, which was bringing all of the mana from outside and bringing it all into this pool. It was bringing it into this, but now I've put a pool here, so I've got a pool of mana, and I disposed of all of that mana generation stuff. We need to make this space into more productive, such as doing the runic altars and stuff. But I do need to have some automation with the pool here, and I'm thinking that something similar to this setup on that side, on this side, and then the runic altar can be in the middle. So I put a mana spreader there to take mana out and put it into there, so it's just transference. We just still need to get mana into here, and I'm thinking along the lines of having an area just here, which is why I've carved this out, and using Endoflames. So here we go. We're going to start by adding plenty of dirt in. Let's get plenty of dirt in. And I want to make sure that I get this in the right way round, because it looks simple, but when you mess it up, it can go very, very wrong. Okay, so we'll go that corner and that corner. So we're going to have a mana spreader and a mana pool. So the mana pool needs to go there, so that we can mana spread from the mana pool to that mana spreader across the corridor from this side. But for starters, we don't want that in the way. We want to put a mana spreader coming down from above into it. And then every Endoflame that we place around this area will have connected itself to that mana spreader. If we check it, it's got a mana spreader, and you can just about see it's highlighting that, it's highlighting that. They're all going to be highlighting the nearest one, right? I don't think any of them will be highlighting this. And I'm not sure if I can read it from there. Yeah. So that one's highlighting it. That one's highlighting it. Yeah. So they're all highlighting it. So whatever mana these Endoflames produce, they're going to highlight to that, then beam it down to here, and then this is going to beam it across to that one, and then put it into this system for me, for my crafting. Right, so we got that. Next up, I'm going to need to set up a pressure plate around here, and take a signal from that pressure plate. So every time we've got something on here, it will send a signal out, right? And we want that signal to go into this living block, and put a torch on the back end there, so that whenever a piece of charcoal lands on here, it will turn the light off, right? And if the light's off, then we get the torch on here turns off, right? It's complicated, but yeah. The torch on here will turn off. Yeah, because that one powers that block. Just like that. And then that will turn a hopper off. So we want to come down from there to there. Actually, we want to go one higher up. We'll put this open crate here. Okay. And so the hopper that goes into the open crate, we want to be able to turn it off when there's something already down here. So when this is there, nothing can travel. So let's put some cables in. See, The cables will not pass into the open crate while there's something on this pressure plate. Just like that. Okay, so it does allow a few to drop. And then it'll allow a few more to drop, and so on. Right, that's all there is to that. Simple enough. And then we put our chest of charcoal up on the top there. So it will allow charcoal to drop. The endoflames will then eat the charcoal. More charcoal will drop. Mana will spread. Mana will spread. More charcoal will drop. When the endoflames have filled at their fill, as it were, it will not start again. It will stop and it will not transfer anymore until that charcoal's done. Now that's 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, I expect my tree farm to have replenished the charcoal over there, right? So we should always have an infinite amount of charcoal and always have an infinite amount of mana, just from this, at least in this section. And when I go offline, it will continue to do it because it's chunk loaded. There we go. And they do it quite rapidly as well. So I've got 6 endoflames. It drops 3 charcoal at a time, virtually, before this change around, before the pulse goes through, before the redstone signal goes through, should I say. It manages to drop 3. Now, I want to try out making that a little bit more delayed to see if it'll drop 7. Because if it drops 7, and then 6 of them get put into endoflames all at the same time, the final one will keep it locked until one of those endoflames picks another one up. So, yeah, we probably want 6, don't we? Then we'll have 6, and then 1 will drop. And always be 1 over. At the minute, we've got 3 over. And then we want the endoflames to pick up a couple. So we've got 2 in there at the minute, which is okay. That's good. So if it did despawn, then it's not going to despawn by much. And we get as many drops as we can, so we don't have to go through that cycle twice. Just delaying that signal just a moment there. Let's delay it by a moment more. Okay. So 2 drop with that delayed signal. And then 4 was that time. That was 4 that time. 3 that time. Okay, so it's kind of working. It's kind of working at the speed I want it to. It's not going to necessarily blow my mind with the efficiency, but it is working nicely. And then I think I'm going to put a living rock around the back here. Fill this back piece in. Maybe do it so that there's slightly better visuals going on. And have a little bit of a window there. Just because we need that block there for the redstone signal, but we don't need anything else anywhere else. And then I can start getting rid of some of these torches. Keep the place looking tidy. And when I'm walking past it with a magnet on, it's not going to do anything. I can now pretty much fully contain this area, because I shouldn't need to go in there again. Oh, that's dead. Oh well. Lost that. Shouldn't really need to go in there again. And I should be able to just get some glass and just go into here whenever I need to craft any more of this mana glass. Let's grab some of that. Actually, I've still got some mana glass. But, while I'm here, look, we can just make some more, ready for next time. So we'll just drop a whole stack. Ting, ting, ting. There we go. And then fill this back in over here. Excellent. There we go. So that's pretty much automated the endoflames over there now. So the endoflames should continue to produce mana for me indefinitely, as long as my farms are working. And my farm should produce wood to turn into charcoal indefinitely, so long as my AE system's working. And the sun is now shining, which means my solar energy is keeping my AE system working. So, all in all, we should be okay. Now, there's another little automation trick I want to do over here. There's several things that you can throw into here, such as the mana glass. There was a mana glass thing in here, wasn't there? I'm thinking about this, how to do it, and I was thinking I should maybe set up another thing for auto-crafting all the things that you put into there. Where did you go? Hold on, hold on. Gimme. Okay, take that. Thank you, and put you back. Don't want to leave that just lying around in there. It's not on. And if I could put a cover on this, I would as well. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking about doing some auto crafting for this in a separate area, but I figure this area might do just the same, because at the end of the day, I've got this interface here, and this interface works exactly the same as these ones do. We'll take it out and put it back in again, that kind of stuff. Interface. We've got one interface here, and we should be able to get some more frames as well. Yeah, there we go. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 frames on here this time. We do need a different colour of cable for this one, though, because we've already got one colour of cable in there. The lime cable's okay, but I need to difference it, and blue is my difference maker over here. I also don't need some connections that I've already got in this room. So, in here, we are going to get rid of the connection to that there. If I can. Put one on there. Yeah, there we go. We're going to get rid of the connection to that. And we're going to connect a different colour up here and over. So this is now connected via that. And we're going to want to take this away from here. And take that down that way. So we'll have this one small little bit of green or lime green in here, which is the only thing that's affected by this redstone signal coming in from the comparator redstone. That's all we need in here. So we'll quickly get rid of that. Pull that out and go from here. And then from below, we'll have it so that it's going as a normal cable again, which we've done previously. Actually, we've done it in blue from here. So we'll go blue up there. Okay, can I connect this up there? Can I jump up? Can I jump? Oh, nearly. Nearly, but never mind. So yeah, I can put another little section in here that's grey. That's fine. We'll take some of that. And we'll swap that out. It seems to be working out this way, that I put the green in there and then put a cable connector along each side to make it look good. I think I did another extra one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 blocks there. So we're going to need to get one more of those. Looks good when you're doing it. That coloured cable... Oh, well, that coloured cable lime. So we connect it across like so, and then that looks good there, and then I can continue that on further down, right? So every now and again, a blue hookup will come on into here, and then all of the lime will actually work off that. I don't know if that's right, or whether I should do it the other way around, really, and have blue inside, because you've got to make sure they don't connect to each other at certain points. And one more channel isn't going to hurt, but there we go. Right, so this still will only provide a signal to this section here if that connects up properly. So that's still connected even though they're different colours, but that won't connect there because they're different colours. Yeah? Which means that then that's connected to this over here. Next up then, we're going to need to have our interface set up over there. We can get rid of this. I don't think I need that up there. And we're going to put item frames around here on each side for all the things that we're going to take, and we'll connect that to there like that. Yeah, we're going to need to take this off. Or maybe have a 5th one, bring it in to the middle here. Yeah, I'm going to bring it in one more because I can get more item frames on there then. Okay, that on there. And then I can get 4 item frames around the outside. So I can have more things. Oh, 3 around the outside. So I can have more things associated with it. Stick an open crate. Let's get another open crate. Quickly make one of those up. Because everything's available now. And this should only receive items when I put them into there, and that should go into that. Okay, so let's say I want to create a mana diamond. I'm going to need to put a diamond into the system, Let's put this on to processing. A diamond into the system, and when it pops out, it's going to turn into a mana diamond. Okay, so 1 diamond equals mana diamond. That is the process that I want it to learn. And then, boom, take that out of there, and put that into this interface. Oh, I should have put the diamond in as well. Let's take that diamond out as well, because that's the only thing that I want it to pick up. So I'll put this in here. That's what I want you to pick up, so put that into that. There we go. And then enter this pattern into there like that. Okay, I'm going to need another little hopper hock, so for now I'm just going to use this one. I will get another one, but for now I'm just going to use this one. And that will pick up items that are put into there. Okay, so which way around should I do it? Let's do one more thing. Let's do the redstone into mana as well. So we've got redstone. That redstone. There we go. Not 64 though, just one. One redstone. And that one redstone should turn into mana powder. Mana powder I then put onto this drive here. Mana powder, there we go. Good. And so mana powder in there. The hopper hock connected to it. Maybe. Do I need a block? I might need a block to connect it to first. Put a block there. Put the hopper hock there. There we go. Okay. And then the hopper hock should be set to pick up only items in frames, which are those 2 items at the moment. And then we should set this to also be able to do that. Okay. The other thing that we get regularly in recipes is mana steel. So we'll get some iron. Just get 1 iron. Put iron in there, and we'll drop an iron in here as well. That makes a mana steel. The mana steel ingot, set that up into our recipe, and easy peasy. You know what comes next. Put that into there, and then set this into there like that. Okay, so now that's kind of got an auto crafting going on to it, right? So if I need a mana anything, really, yeah. If I need a mana powder, I can order mana powder, and it will get it. Let's say I wanted some 10 mana diamonds. Oh, 10 mana diamonds. That would be nice if I click the button to go start. It's just going to go blip blip, and then pick up, and then put back into the system. And there it is. If I want 10 mana powder, same again. It's just going to drop them in, make it out, pick them back up, and throw them back in there. Awesome. So there's a few things that work with that perfectly. Those 3 items are now auto-crafted. Mana infused string, I think, is the only other thing. Yeah, mana infused string is the only other thing that we can do. Let's go uses. Mana infusion. There's a lot of things that we can use an alchemical catalyst for, but at the moment I want the ones that don't need an alchemical catalyst because, well, I haven't got one. Simple enough. I can put a few of those set up in the future so I can convert items fairly swiftly. So we've got iron ingots into mana steel. We've got iron blocks into iron. Yeah, ender pearls. That was the other thing. Ender pearl and diamonds. Any powder, we're going to use redstone because we've got lots of that. Almost every powder soaks up mana and becomes mana powder. Force relay, cookies, mana cookies, grass into... Yeah, all those things we'll do manually as we need them. There's not many that we need this for. Mana quartz, nether quartz and that. Yeah, that's another one. So there's a few more things, a few more recipes that we're going to need. I can do 4 on each one of these setups, but I'm going to need a mana supply to each setup in order for that setup to work, which is kind of annoying. I suppose I could set up a little linking chamber so that there's a kind of a mana loop around, filling multiple tanks at once to have one system working. For right now, though, this is all I need to do it for today's episode at least. Maybe there'll be something more in the future. Now, at the minute, I'm looking into this runic altar, and we've already figured out how to automate it. We've got a fairly simple automation system here, a dispenser with that clicking on it, and we'll do this to drop the items onto it. It will then craft the items at the timer, it will click it with a wand, and then the item will go back in the same way as this works. Very simple automation system again for this. But I'm looking at what items I actually need to be able to automate, and we've got all of these runes here. Let's go rune of. We've got all of these runes here. The first few, water. Well, bone meal, I'm going to need an automatic skeleton farm. Now, I may as well tie that into blood magic, so that I've got an automatic farm that's doing stuff with blood magic. So that's going to blood magic first, and then I've got the bone meal coming in for that. Sugarcane, I'm already growing. String and sticks, I'm already creating. And now we're making mana powder and mana steel ingots. So all of those things, once I've done a blood magic sacrificial altar. Fire, nether bricks, and nether wart. Both of which I'm not really claiming for anything. I've got to do a little farm for nether wart. Gunpowder, again, going to need to do blood magic mob farming first. And then nether bricks. Well, there's a few ways to make nether bricks, isn't there? Or maybe there's only one. Put netherrack in. Put netherrack into a thing. Netherrack can come from a void resource miner. Or I can take cobblestone and turn it into netherrack through a dimension catalyst to turn that and make regular that way. So that's annoying, but once I've got a supply of it in the system, it doesn't really matter how I made it. I suppose I could just go to the nether and just hack out a load and just put it into the system. Do need nether wart as well. Earth, we've got stone, coal, and mushrooms. Need a little mushroom farm. There's ways and means to make mushrooms, but the majority of it is all this botanic miner, void miner. We'd have to make an automated mushroom farm, and then we're going to need a chicken farm as well. So there's a few things just to get those basics, and then these extra ones, spring and summer, most of these things are automatable. Sand's automatable. Slime balls, I've got some of that already coming in. And melon, easily automatable. Spider eye, again. Cake, there was mentioned in that earlier, get a cake automation going. Rune of mana, well that's virtually already done, just need the ender pearls. And diamonds and the like, yeah. So I'm thinking, do I get myself a mob farm running with all this sort of stuff in this base? Or do I have it all automatically brought across from the tech area? Blood magic would be great for sorting out these kind of problems. But I don't really want to have a mob farm in the mob farm area and have a mob farm in this area as well. It kind of defeats the purpose. And I can do some kind of, well, I can do some kind of tech episodes, can I? Yeah, I know this is supposed to be automating Botania, Thorncraft, and Astral Sorcery and Blood Magic with applied energistics, but I'm going to need to do some of the other things as well. So we'll get on with that in maybe a future episode, or maybe just off camera I'll get some woot farms sorted out. But until then, folks, thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Reborn very soon. Goodbye for now. Don't forget all the links in the description, and I'll see you next time.